Having you? Alright? I was criticised last week for going. Oh! Cheers, Skeggy. Yeah, Saturday morning. The weekend is upon us again. I've got Si from up North Coy coming in a bit, but he's coming down for that little multi-bay filter there, that's going to Vince. He's also coming down for a microscope which he won at the Birmingham show on the raffle, and I brought it back here for him. We're also, from what I can gather, meeting Mike from Coy Beginnings down there as well. As I said, it's Saturday morning and you'd expect to see a builder here. I've been let down. So what I've decided now, and I should have done from the start, I've ordered me some 5 metre by 4 metre tarpaulins. I'll make a frame up and get the tarpaulins on, try and keep it as dry as possible, because as you can see there's still around about 6 inches of water in the bottom of there, and I've got to get that out, pump it out, and then I'm going to just crack on myself, get it done. Everything's here, and I thought to myself in the week, I thought, you know what, instead of paying somebody X amount a day to come and do it, I'll just do it myself. Otherwise you just keep getting it down, don't you? I think it's the 2nd or 3rd time now. So I tried to call the builder yesterday, they answer his phone. I'll forgive him a little bit because it's Friday and he's a builder and they're normally in the pub all day Friday, are they? So, but nah, I'll have a go at it myself. He found me back, he acknowledged me call. So there's a change which I don't know if I mentioned on the last video, that the curved wall what was going in here, I'm going to go straight. I'm going to just go a straight wall with it. My missus has never been keen on the idea. I fancied it, but it's no dramatic change just to go straight with it. So we'll go straight across there, and then about 18 inches behind I'll go straight with another wall, and I'll come up then for the front of the filter house. Try and make a feature of that. I'll just have some aces. I've bought a load of aces, as you know, so we'll plant some aces in there. Maybe duck my bonsais in as well. Yeah, that's that done then. So over the next few weeks I'll be cracking on myself, unless something drastic happens. Don't want to do it, but it's got to be done, eh? It's been like this for far too long. Well, it's also, a few of you may know, I've upset my fish again. So I shifted them. Let me spin your hand and you'll see better, because I can't do it while I'm recording. So I'll spin your hand and I'll show you. So as you know, I moved the fish from the paddling pool, which is now gone. That's the multi-bay, that size coming to fetch to Vince. That's going down to Vince's to go on his IBC. And I've upset these since I've put them in. And first of all, just to take you through what I did, put the fish in obviously, and then I thought, yeah, let's get some salt in, calm everything down, chill everything out. So I put some salt in. Now, remembering that was on the 3rd dose of Fluke Salt Plus when I put the salt in. So I got the salt to 0.4 pretty much very quickly, if I'm honest. And as you know me, I like to push the boundaries. So I very quickly got the salt to 0.4. And then the day after, or the day after that, might have been a couple of days, and I put Alperex in, not realising you shouldn't be using Alperex on top of any fluke treatment. So there's a note for anybody who's thinking of doing it. If you treat for flukes, make sure you don't put Alperex in a couple of days after. Pissed them off, it's proper pissed them off, to the point where I'm seeing a little bit of damage on the tails. A little bit of fin rot, if you like, on a couple of them. And yes, that's down to stress. So I've got to keep my eye on that. See what we can do. Tancho Chiba's proper fed up. He don't like it. But I'll be honest, I'm expecting to lose some now. That shower down there, he looks proper rough. Don't fucking focus on him a little bit. But I noticed he was going rough, because I've had that fish now a few weeks, a couple of 3 weeks, see his tail. I noticed he was going rough before I even started this treatment, and that was one of the reasons I thought, let's get things sorted. But things ain't worked out. That's one of them, koi keeping and me pushing boundaries. While I'm here though, I will show you, if you'll pig off out of the way, this Tsuri. There's the ulcer, or what's left of it, on the kinky Tsuri. So that don't look half quite so bad. So yeah, you have a look, you don't very happy either. Well, none of them are. I'm all pissed off. I've had water trickling in at quite a decent rate all week, so I'm giving them a massive water change. I've had 100% at least, even though there is still a green tinge of acroflavin in the water. I've had a massive water change, but yeah, here's the good, the bad and the ugly of koi keeping. But that's just me pushing the boundaries again. I'm a dickhead some days. You can just see a little bit of rot on the back end of that Achiba's tail there. This one, happy as Larry. This one, it does seem to have phased. And my chagos, they seem okay as well. There's a few of them in here which are looking proper sort of fed up. And yeah, now they've had a decent water change over the past week, I'll leave them a few days and we'll look at doing them again in a few days time, giving them another water change and a clean out and whatever. 90% of the fish seem okay. A couple of three of them, yeah, they're happy at all. But that's what happens when you push the boundaries, guys, so I don't advise anybody does it, if I'm honest. You upset the balance, you upset the fish get stressed, and at this time of year, that's one thing we don't want. This is what it is, we'll get over it. Right, sorry from up north, koi will be here in a bit, so I'll catch you later. Alright then guys, sorry from up north, koi pond has been and gone. He's popped round, he's took the filter for Vince, and he's also took the microscope which he won on the Birmingham show. We popped out, we went down to Walker Koi, that's what he come down for as well, to have a quick look at Walkers. So he's down Walkers at the minute, and yes, I've got a box, but no, I have not bought a fish. Before anybody says anything, I haven't bought a fish. I picked a fish up, but I bought a fish. Now the reason I picked a fish up is, first of all, before I show you anything, I'm going to give a quick shout out to Kelpie's Koi. That's Graham Cope, Kelpie's Koi Chatting Bubbles. If you ain't checked out his channel, get yourself over there. He's had a lot of issues this year. I've tried to do my best to help him out. I think he's slowly but surely going to start to get over him. But yeah, get yourself over there, give him a like and a subscribe, tell him I sent you, and let's get his numbers up and his views. He's a good lad. He's a cracking chap, proper black country bloke as well, same as myself. And yeah, what he done, because I've helped him out over the last sort of 3-4 months, he noticed on my last video that I pointed out a shower at Walker Koi, and I said it was a nice little shower. And the donut, which he is, nice bloke, but he's a bloody donut as well. He told Walker, he went down to Rob's and he bought this fish for me. So I'm just going to show you. Little shower in here. You know what, I ain't sure on the breeder, if I'm honest. Let's see if I can get it a little bit closer in. It's a bit skittish. I've just got him sitting in some of my water and some of his own. Little, I'm sure it's probably going to be a Sakoi shower. Might be wrong, could be Marudo, I don't know. But yeah, little shower sitting there, thanks to Graham, Kelpie's Koi. He's purchased that one for me. You know what, first time anybody's ever done that for me, mate. So I really do appreciate it. Not as I ever expected anything at all. You know, at the end of the day, we're all fellow hobbyists. I might need a favour one day, which you've already done for me a couple of times, but yeah, much appreciated. You can't really see it that well in the bowl because of the shadow, but yeah, there you go. Round about 16-17 cm, just over 6 inches long, I would say. And that's going now into the small vat with the other ones, and they've got to be covered up then and ready for wintered. So yeah, once again, Kelpie's Koi Chatting Bubbles, go and look him up on YouTube, give him a like, subscribe, polish his thumb or polish his bell, whatever he wants to do, and yeah, check him out and send him I sent you over. Graham, many thanks for the fish, mate, top bloke. Hi guys, it's Sunday the 23rd of October. And overnight here in the West Midlands we've had biblical rain, basically. Biblical it was. And you can see that was about a foot lower than what it is now. It's up to the 2 overflows. It's about a foot lower than what it is now. This was also around about 4 inches down, and the best of it is this was covered with a couple of pieces of plastic. That's kept its level pretty much as it was. That ain't really changed because obviously it's got the roof over. Again, this one ain't really changed. It's got the overflowing, so they're looking a little bit better. That jacket pushed off even though it's up and feeding. But here Tsura is now down on the bottom. He's knocking about as per normal, like he was. So he's back, I would say 80%, 85% normal. These are just finishing some food off. Things are still looking a bit pissed off in there, but yeah, we're battling to get them right. They'll be alright come the end of the week. And then, as I said, the rain overnight, and it's only literally stopped 10 minutes ago, and it's still passing over. There's 8 inches of water there. That's overnight. I know there was a couple of inches in it before, but there's around about 8 inches of water now. Can't understand why he's holding it so well, if I'm honest. I'm thinking of putting some fish in. I mean, I've smashed the hell out of that bottom drain. It has filled up with dust and stuff now, so I'm thinking I'm going to have to get it all pumped out, get the bottom drain cleaned out again, get all that dust and crap out of it, and just smash the hell out of it again, I think. Let's see if my mate will bring his jackhammer down, and we'll jackhammer it out. But yeah, biblical rain overnight. I actually checked. We will do while I've got you on here. See if that's holding any water in the old filter pit. Shouldn't be, because again, smash the bottom out of it. That's alright, that is. It's alright. Everything looks okay in here. Still a mess. I'm gonna have to get cracked on, I think, and get it sorted. I know I keep saying it. It's got to happen. I'm hoping that we can have a bit of a drier winter. I know it's raining at the minute, which you'd expect at this time of year. You know what? The neighbours even left the washing out. Well, the neighbour's on holiday, but his son, he must have gone out last night. I forgot the washing was out. He's soaking wet. Oh, I can imagine what I was going to say when it comes back. But, especially if an house about is still dripping. Oh dear. But yeah, not a lot to update you on Sunday. It's going to piss down the rain again in a minute, so you know, with nothing too much. But saying that, we have got a bit of blue sky breaking through over there. It's yeah, it really was this morning, and I should have really videoed it from in the conservatory. It was biblical. It was hammering down. I've got a river running down the path, and my slabs all down the bottom by the back door down there was all underwater. So yeah, here you go. They're all up looking for food again now. Still ain't right, that Chiro, but he's better than he was. Fighting back anyway with a Kajaku. But yeah, still a few issues. Nothing major, I don't think, but that shower over the back by the Yamabuki don't look happy. This one's just bloody eating out of house now, this one. Shower don't look quite so bad, in all fairness. I'm wondering now I've got rid of most of the acroflavin and salt. The salt's down to 0.2, by the way. 0.02 rather. So it's pretty much gone. Whether to obviously give them another big water change, give them a trickle in, and then salt them up ready and just leave them for the winter. Just leave them in a bit of salt over winter, not just up to about 0.2, I think. and we'll leave them at that just to ease them through the winter. I'm already on salt at 0.24, I think they are, so that's where they'll be staying, and then I'm going to put a bit of salt in with them as well, even though you can't see a lot of them. This water's gone like murky as well, probably the rain overnight in all fairness. They are in there, they're just down the bottom there. Some little ends in here, which you don't really see a lot of. But though with the amount of duckweed and bloody water lettuce in there, 400 I think there's one just down here. I think they don't every time I put the phone by them. There's about 30 fish in there, believe it or not. You don't see a lot of them. I'm going to have to get some of that duckweed out, I think. You know what it's like, it's a bloody nightmare when it takes hold. So yeah, I have still got some water lettuce as well if anybody wants some. I've got a bloody vat full of it up there. This can stay in here over winter. Hopefully the bit of perspex we're going to put over the top, or even maybe a bit of polycarb. I'll keep the frost off it and keep the frost off it and protect it a little bit so I can get some through into the spring, and then it'll all explode again. So I see, can't really see, just get an odd glimpse of them down here. They'll all be bubbling off now. This is where I normally put the food in, and that's where they're all hanging about down here. But you can't see nothing of them. But yeah, like I said, that's full of water now. This is pretty much full up to its stop. I might give that a clean out today if this rain holds off a bit. That easy pod there. I am after another easy pod as well, if anybody's got one. Not at a stupid price either, but if anybody is selling an easy pod, hit me up and let me know. Yeah, everything other than the sleeper pond seems to be good. And the sleeper pond, don't worry, will come right. We'll get that right this week. Yeah, well, I'm still looking for food anyway, so it's a good sign. Shows I'm looking okay. The shellfish anyway. Yeah, ain't looking too bad. There's the other females over the back. Male Ginrin is down there. You notice the Kawaku's gone. But I've got another one, Ginrin Kawaku. That might have to go as well. So yeah. Touch wood. We're starting to look better. Things are looking better. Once I've got the clean on these, I've got the covers down here ready to go on, and I've got the other cover where I've just been up by. You can just see it, just that white piece there behind the bluebells. That's the cover for the shower. That's like a box section where I built up. That's got to go over the shower. The mind your own business will stay in there, and we are eating, we're just covering. And that's what I shall do this year. No eat on nothing, just covers. And we'll see how we get on. Thanks guys, I've rattled on for long enough. I might start pumping that out today. Whew. Get a state of it. Yeah, bit of graft. Get it done. Happy days, catch you later. Right then, how's it going? It's Tuesday, and I've got a pump in the pond. Just down there, as you can see. That's just where zooming in, down there. Look. And we've got this white pipe, or it used to be a clear pipe. It used to be my air pipe actually. Sorry about the phone case. Let's go down into there. As you can see, we're pumping the water out slowly but surely. It's going to be a quick job because of the size of the pipe diameter. But I need to get some of this water shifted. The tarpaulins come, so I'm going to start getting it across that top edge. That camera's got to come down, so get it across that top edge, and then I'm going to lean it down here. I bought some timbers just to help me across there, and just tied up with a bit of airline just to stop them sort of falling anywhere, so they are going to go nowhere anyway. And yeah, slowly but surely we'll get ready and get it done. I'm out this weekend, so of course he's starting this weekend. You never know, see how I feel Sunday. I very much doubt it though. My job tonight is to get the pod done on these. These I'm still feeding like nobody's business. As you can see, the K1 in the pod is pretty much up to the top, so yeah. Get that dried out. Well, so get dried out. Something floating on the side there, I don't know what that is. That's a bit of blanket weed all. We'll make it out. Probably see it on the camera. That's a bit of blanket weed, I can see it now. My eyes are getting worse, honest. God help me when I build this wall. This is tonight's job, to get it all cleaned out. It was only done 3 days ago, but you can see that the water is clearing. The murky shadows are quite so murky now. Also, what I did yesterday is I bought one of them electric meters, electric counter, just to see where I was actually pulling up here, because I have got a bit paranoid over it since. So I bought one of them. All this lot what's running at the moment is including the freezer rather, which is also running off this shed, is 125 I think altogether. I mean, as you can see, this black tank here, that runs 10 watts. The water pump on this one is 22 watts, and the air pump is 20 watts, but the air pump also runs these 2 tanks as well. So we've got all in all 52 watts on that side. And then we've got this one, which the air pump's turned right down, so at the minute I'm only pulling, if I remember right, about 7 watts on that. That's an iBlow 40. And I've turned it right down. It can go off in all fairness, but I'll wait till the covers go on. And then the pump, which was a bit of an eye-opener in all fairness. It says maximum 36 watts, but on setting number 4 is 40 watts. So obviously that's 100 watt pump, that is. It's on setting number 3 at the minute, which is fine. As you can see, these have all livened up. Shiro, Kajaku, Hachiba, Shawa, Chagoi, Yamabuke, just in case you don't know any names of your fish. Kinky Atsure, Shawa, oh, plenty Shawa. Oh, that one down there is a Chagoi. Shawa down the bottom. Oh, they're all yellow. Oh, look, another one of them red and white ones there, look, see it? That's a Ginrin one, that is. He's down there, look, Ginrin, red and white one. Begins with a K. The only thing I've noticed what he's looking a bit pissed off other than the Atsure is Mitancho Achiever. You can just see it lying down here on the bottom. He looks a bit pissed off. Maybe it's the cold, I don't know. Temperature we at. Well, I'm at 14, if you can see that. Still at 14, so it ain't major. But these had another water change last night, so I did the pod on these last night, so they're all good. They've got to be done over there. These are fine, they're just in their own ecosystem in there. All I do with them is feed them. But yeah, like I said, you can see the water's a lot better on them. It's a little bit skittish to say how many's in there, but looks like my Tancho Goshki is darkening down there. Nice little achiever this here. Nice little achiever there. Had that from 25. That's on the Rudo, I think it is. But still, there's too many fish in here. Still too many fish. I've even pondered whether to set the big vat up, the 6-footer. I've just got nowhere to put it at the minute. So, but it's me bubbling on now, bloody waffling on even. Just listening to Kelpie, that is. Chatting bubbles. And I'm waffling on. That's slowly emptying out. I'm going to crack on with that. And I'll catch you later. While I'm bubbling that up, I just thought I'd show you my latest purchase for the Easy Pod. I've actually bought 4 of these. So I've got 3 Easy Pods in a spare, and then I bought one for the caravan. And around about, well, you can see the size of them on the pod. Let's just zoom out. So you can see the size of them on the pod. Nice and not too bristly, but just enough, and they fit just right. Down there, look. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, you know when you get a new pair of shoes. Oh, and you slip them on. Oh, so satisfying that. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, you can see the shit coming out of this. It's only been a few days as well. It's because I'm still feeling like that. I was using a bog brush. The trouble is the bog brush was a bit small. And I was... the beauty of this is it gets down to the bottom and all. So it's always good. Always good. So own bargains then, £3. I think that was all £3.5. And I bought 4 of them. There's one for the caravan because you get all the nooks and crannies when I'm washing it. And then I bought 3 for the pods, but it's look. See what I mean? You get that sort of shit out. That's just off the grill. And what will happen is when I empty it, you'll see it all on the grill again. And it'll still be there, because what happens is the bubbles suck it in. So it's quite a long process to do an easy pod, but you know what? I still reckon I'm one of the best things I'll buy. So if you're thinking of it, get yourself an easy pod and get yourself one of them brushes and bang on. So I know you've seen these before, but it's hard to give you an idea as to how many's in here. I don't even know myself, if I'm honest. There's around about 50, maybe more. Don't know. I'm going to have to get them out, and not this year now. They'll stay where they are for the winter. But I'm a bit sort of disappointed with the growth. The growth could have been better. This is all cleaned out now. UV's on. I'll put the UV on just to try and combat a bit of this water in case it's green more than anything. This little achiever here keeps sticking his head out of the water looking for food. It's just he's a cracking little fish, that is. But yeah, I mean, there's some nice fish in here. I'm just a bit disappointed with the growth. Unless it's just the way I'm looking at them, I don't know. My missus comes up and her seems to think they've grown. But I'm alright over there. And these are alright now, they've had a water change. And what I'll do, you've obviously seen this before as well, fill these barrels up, 4 of them, with tap water. And inside there, you can just see it there bubbling away. Their lines in there. Let that bubble for 2 or 3 days, gets all the chlorine out. And that's what I've done with them all along in that tank. I've got the 3 pod down there which is disconnected at the minute. That's the one what was doing them. So I've always bubbled the water for these, but I'm thinking of changing. Maybe getting rid of them. Bringing the 3 pod over here and running that and the back one. Getting a 3-way splitter on the water and running all 3 of them just off that one 3-way pod. I don't like, especially this tank has never had a constant trickle. It's always had water changes, water dumps, and this tank, I'll be honest, has always been buzzing. It really has. It's been so much better. Come to life, as I've said before, when I put that pipe on just to splash in, crazy as it sounds, but it's always been buzzing, this tank has. You can see, you get a rough idea of the amount of fish in there. So yeah, I think I'm going to sign out on this one because I know I've done a lot of rattling. And yet again, not too much to update, but that's still pumping out. Might be here a while. I'll leave it for tonight, and I'll plug it in a minute and leave it. Still got some of that water lettuce. Cowpea, yesterday I was coming, you never come. These lot, I'm a lot better now. These have seemed to perk up and sort themselves out after I nearly killed them. Pushing the boundaries, I don't advise anybody to do it. I've done it, always done it. It has bit me in the arse a couple of times and it nearly bit me again this week. You know what, I'll still do it again. Oh look, one of them red and white things down there, look, see it, coming up here. Nice sanky there from tomorrow. So yeah, these are all looking a lot better. So that's it, me signing off now. I'm going to give these a feed. Just put them up after. Here comes that little achiever, look. cracking little fish. These are more after food, so I'll leave it there. Oh, I don't know whether to do these tonight. That waiter's rank in there. Looks like dirty, it's just off colour because of the food. That's a mixture of coppins and yashiki guy. Free stuff. We're up and putting in that. It's, yeah, you can hardly see anything in there. So, and they're in there. Took some duckweed out tonight. Try and get a shot of them. Right, that's it. I'm babbling on. Catch you later.